Trick number 1. Predicting and writing judges' thoughts beforehand.
Swords and saw my favourite celebrity, Simon Cowell.
Breathtaking trick by the young magician Issy Simpson, who blew the judges' minds with her unique trick. The little magician walks in and asks each judge a question. She asks Simon to think of a famous person who is known to everyone, and Simon says, Me.
Me.
She also asks Amanda about her favorite time of the day, and Amanda says 6:30. She asks David to empty his wallet, and he takes out 2.5 pounds. The magician then tells the judges that she had already known all the things they were going to say, and had written them on the piece of paper inside the envelope, which she had hung from the ceiling of the stage. The magician climbs the chair, brings down the envelope, and takes out the clipping. To everyone's surprise, all the judges' answers were on the paper. How could the little magician know what the judges were thinking of? How could she predict everything correctly? Some might think that the judges were involved in the trick, but that is entirely incorrect. The truth is, this little magician tricked us and the judges in a very smart way. The trick is that, while the judges were answering the magician's question, her assistant was writing everything down on a piece of paper backstage. When he came carrying the chair for the girl to climb, he had pinned the paper on the back of the compensation chair. Like this, the envelope had been empty the whole time. When the magician brought down the envelope, she took the clipping of the chair slightly and hid it behind the envelope, for her to make it seem as though she took it out of the envelope. A secret hole was made in the back of the envelope. When the girl puts her hand from below, she takes the clipping from the back hole, like this. She then smoothly takes it out. Spectators are left to believe that she took the clipping from the envelope, and that is how it was done. Trick number 2. Normal carton box becomes immovable. This is one of Issy Simpson's most famous tricks. From the very beginning, she enters the stage carrying a small carton box that she places on the judge's table. She takes out 2 books and asks Simon to move the box somewhere else. Simon fails to move it despite several attempts. Simon asks David to help him, but they both fail to move it as well. Then the little magician asks them to stop trying and heads to the box, extracts a deck of cards and carries the box with her small hands. As everyone is dazzled, she easily and effortlessly carries the box. The judges are both amazed and embarrassed. How could she do it? This trick is quite complicated, and several magicians fail to decipher the secret behind it. Reason and logic refuse to believe that 2 strong men could not move a carton box when a young 10-year-old child could. After lots of search, here is how it happened. First, this is not an average backing carton box. Its sides were made of magnets and then covered by carton from outside. It looks like an average carton box, but it's not. You can easily notice that when the judges try to move it, they use all their strength to push it. Nevertheless, the sides of the box do not decrease or bend due to the pressure. If it were a normal carton box, it would have immediately creased after the exercise pressure or pulling attempts. This means that the box has strong materials such as magnets. Second, you might wonder why the box got heavy and was immovable when the judges tried to move it. Well, the magnet inside was professionally designed. Unlike common magnets, this type is also electrical. It is programmed and controlled from a distance. When the judges try to move the box, the attraction force is triggered using electricity by one of the magician's assistants. When the little child tries moving it, the force is turned off, so it becomes easy to carry and move. And that's it. Trick number 3. Writing excellent on board before reading it. Another powerful trick by the little magician. Here she presents the judges 3 different books and asks them to choose one. Simon picks one of the 3 and is asked to choose a page. He chooses page 126. The girl asks him to open the page and read any word he wishes. Simon reads, "Excellent."
Excellent.
She tells him that she had written that word on the board before entering the stage. She lifts the curtain and surprisingly, the word excellent is written on the board. The judges are tongue-tied. How did this happen? And how did she know which word to write? Well, the trick here depends on the board itself. This board was specifically designed for magicians and magic tricks. It can be controlled by a computer or a cell phone. The word Simon chose was written by the magician's assistant from backstage. He wrote it using his phone that is connected to the board. The board automatically uses iron bars that hold the chalk and write the word. After finishing, the bars disappear as shown. The magician then lifts the curtain and voila, the word excellent is on the board. Trick number 4. Extracting card from sealed can. This is one of Hiedi Klum's most well-known tricks that got all judges amazed. The magician first asks a judge to choose a card. She chooses the ace of spades and signs her name on it. The magician takes the card and puts it inside a deck. Then he places the deck in his red bag. He gives the judge a sealed can and tells everyone that the bag would throw all the cards in the air and that he would pick up the card that was signed on. Unfortunately, the card he picks was not the one that was signed on. Everyone thinks the magician had failed, but he tells them that the card was inside the sealed can, which is for dogs' food. The magician opens the can and the card is actually inside. The entire audience is astonished. So how did he do it? The secret is in the can from where the card was extracted. It is specially designed to open and close from the sides, not from the center, without leaving any traces. It appears as though it is sealed, but the cover is open and ajar. The question is, when did the magician put the card inside? It is exactly this moment when the magician takes the card and gives the judge his small dog to hold. While she is busy with the dog, the magician puts the card inside the can and closes it. Then he gives it to the judge. He then opened it the classic way from the center of the head cover and took the card out, leaving everyone breathless. And that's how this trick was done.